On today's episode, we're finally back at the allotment. So firstly, I want to apologise for the lack of Allotment Diaries content. I think it's been about a month when I checked, when I last uploaded. Plans didn't go to plan episode when we started tackling this. I could lie and make up excuses with time commitments, being busy, etc. But that's not the case. I kind of lost a bit of motivation. This turned into a job, or a bigger job than I expected moving it. I should have expected it with the kind of state and way the previous tenant done this whole allotment, the way they treated it. So I should have expected this to be a hard job. It's actually more buried than I thought. But to backtrack, the plan is we have cut the polytunnel here, here and on both sides, but there's another pole in the ground. The plan is from here all the way up to here, we're going to turn this into the new polytunnel. I've got some wrap. I'm going to start making some wooden ends for each end, and we're going to have a smaller polytunnel. So that's what these 3 sections are for. So that is the plan, is to move this from A all the way up to B, up to the area we cleared, because that's where the polytunnel is going to go. It's up out of the way. It'll clear all this land for planting all our veg, fruit. We've got raspberry canes to go in. We've got apple trees growing, pear trees growing, plum trees growing. And yeah, so that's the plan. This will be a nice cleared area. And then this section we have left from here to here, I'm actually going to turn that into a chicken run at some point. That is a plan. We can't be in an allotment. We can't have animals for feed, but at least we can get some eggs. The plan, hopefully one day, is to have my own little homestead, but I guess this is kind of the foundations of that. It's the beginning to having your own land, where then one day I'll hopefully be able to have all kinds of animals for food, products, growing all kinds of stuff, because to live that sustainable life, I want a more sustainable family, not so reliant on supermarkets and things like that. So the task here, we need to get this side dug up a bit more, same with the other side, cut the pole which is on the ground that side, same with that side, and then hopefully we can lift this up, over and down. And then as long as we've got time, because if you know my channel by now, I don't plan very well, we'll then get this area moved down as well. So then that'll be this area ready to clear. And I think my partner and her mother is, her mum is going to come up and start clearing, because we've got lots more stuff to plant. So it's been delayed because of me and my motivation. So we need to get cracked on. Like I said, we're going to dig, cut, move, and hopefully it'll be as smooth as that. Like normal on these videos or on the Allotment Diaries, I'm not going to bore you with just watching this all in slow motion or in normal speed. I'm going to now start getting to work, turn this into a lovely little time lapse, and hopefully when I join back with you, we'll be moving this down the other end of the allotment. So there we have it. Part 1, which is still going to remain as a polytunnel, is out of the ground. It came out easier than I thought, to be quite honest. It was a bit of a dread on how long this was going to take. But we're now going to move this up that end, and then we're going to get to work on the remaining section of the polytunnel. There's no more to cut, because, well, apart from when we cut the ends, so they're flush. I am going to re-tie every cross bit of metal because they've been electrical taped on. So I want to make sure these are nice and secure before I start constructing the actual polytunnel. So, which won't be this episode. This episode is just getting everything moved from there. Hopefully I'll get this one out. Actually, tonight is Friday today, so hopefully we'll have Allotment Diaries for a Friday. But yeah, this episode is just getting this up that end, the other half, or the other section up that end. So it's ready, so I can start building the frames which are going to be going on to this polytunnel, and then we can start wrapping in plastic. As long as tomorrow's recording day goes well and I get what I needed recorded tomorrow, we're going to be back up here on Sunday, which is where we're going to actually finally start construction of the polytunnel. It feels like months. This has been in waiting. So yeah, we're going to carry on dragging this up, and I'll catch you guys when we're ready to tackle the final section. Right, so we're just going to leave this here for now, because I think that section we want on the other side of it, because if we build it here, we don't want it blocking anything. So I think the next plan is just to get that all unburied, move that to just behind you, and then that is the polytunnel deconstructed, and it's ready for the fun part of building it. I can see there is some, these have been screwed together, but yeah, it's, I don't know, it is quite sturdy. I think they've just taped as well, so as long as we've got nuts and bolts for every single one, we might not actually need to add an extra layer of protection. But yeah, I'm going to build a wooden frame for that end, a wooden frame for this end, door, wrap it in plastic. There's going to be some vents up the top, but yeah, this is going to be our polytunnel. I want to get some bamboo canes going from the centre down, put some pots or buckets up the middle, grow tomatoes up at the middle, and then other produce around the outside, maybe get some shelves in here as well. Yeah, it'd be exciting to have this done, because this is the thing I've been looking forward to most for months, even though I lost motivation, is actually getting this new polytunnel built up and running, and growing stuff inside. But yeah, enough of talking, let's go and get the rest of the polytunnel taken apart. So the final job of this episode is just to cut the metal back so it's level with the dome. Same on the other one. But yeah, that ends then finally the polytunnel demolition complete. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I should have got the motivation to come and do it sooner. But yeah, we're going to cut these down or cut level on both polytunnel or both frames, and that will be it for the episode. The next episode, we're going to get both of these into position up that end, and this is going to be left for a while. This is no rush. Polytunnel is a rush, so we're going to start building the wooden frames for each side, or each end of the polytunnel I should say. But yeah, let's get cracked on getting these bits done, and then that will be it for today. Right, actually for these end bits I'm going to have to bring some tools with me because I can't get in a good enough cut. I can't get close enough, and the blade's not thick enough to cut all the way through. But I've got I kind of want to change my mind, just get the bits sticking right off, cut down so they're not kind of dangerous sticking out. And this frame's going to be a while before we do anything with. That's the main focus frame. So I need to work out or bring some tools, cut that so it's level so it doesn't pierce through the polytunnel plastic. And yeah, that will be next episode, and hopefully I'll get over here on Sunday and start cracking on building a frame. And I'm hoping there'll be this episode within the next 2 episodes we'll have the polytunnel built so we can start actually planting in it. But yeah, I'm over the moon with the progress today. Actually plans went to plan this time, which I'm thankful for. But yeah, now we've got a clear run down the whole bit of land. Obviously that needs clearing, but we're going to have a massive area to start planting, which is going to be brilliant to start getting our own crops. But yes, I'm, like I said, over the moon. But thank you all for watching. Thank you for all your subscribers. It's been ramping up so quickly. I'm at 173, I think I was at the start of recording this video. I'm going to run home now, get this edited up, and hopefully you'll be watching this at 7 PM tonight. But it has been an absolute pleasure as always. Good to get out in the allotment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until the next one, I'll see you all again soon.